guys, I'm Tiffany. Welcome back to the Cinematic Reviewer. Today I'm reviewing The Wild Robot. So I will be honest, I was a bit skeptical about the movie when I first saw the original trailer. Especially since there wasn't too much about the actual plot or anything. With all the, in general, what's happening in the world right now with all these corporations just putting all this AI out there, I was like, nah, man, I don't want any more AI stories. No, thank you. But then I went to the theater again, and the second trailer came out. That's definitely, I think, of the trailers that they put out for The Wild Robot, that was definitely the best one. And then I was like, wait a second, this actually looks interesting. Maybe I'll have to check it out. So then I started getting a little bit more excited about it, and yeah, I was like so ready for it, so ready to go. So it was very exciting to see it opening weekend. Packed theater, plenty of kids, plenty of adults. So that was very cool. So I thought this was a very well done, heartfelt, and exceptional movie. The visuals were absolutely stunning. There were so many great themes and messages. And I love when an animation is done well. And I don't just mean in it's well executed, well rendered, anything like that. Like, when it's adorable, when it's super cute, I just love that. And I feel like that's what they did in this movie. Like, each animal was so adorable. I, of course, loved Bright Bill. He was so cute. Fink was cute. Roz, the robot, was adorable too. The otters were so cute. Like, they just did a great job in executing it. I'd say, to me, the most emotional scene was when Bright Bill is migrating and Roz had to say goodbye. I mean, that was so hard, especially with, just in general, they're currently in a fight because, he learns that he's not her actual son or anything, and that she was kind of the reason that his whole biological family was dead. That was definitely hard to deal with, the fact that they were already in a conflict, and then that's, it's not settled yet and everything. But in general, just the fact that, she has to say goodbye and everything. Oh, that was really sad. That was a really good one. I was definitely trying to fight the tears. That was so good. But it's just, everything about this movie was so good. I was very impressed with the voice actors. I didn't think anyone was lacking, which was really nice. And I thought it was interesting with Pedro Pascal playing Fink, the fox. I thought it was interesting. Multiple times, it just kind of sounded like how Jason Bateman had done Nick Wilde in Zootopia. I definitely got a similar voice vibe and everything. And in general, the fox, the sly fox, that stereotype and everything. So it could be something similar. That's the route they were going for. And I'll say this, maybe it will be an unpopular opinion, but I dare to say it. The Wild Robot tops Zootopia. You know what? I did enjoy Zootopia. I do think it's a good movie, but I just feel this one didn't at all disappoint me. There was nothing about this movie that I was disappointed by. And I would say there were some things about Zootopia I'm like, yeah, this could have been better, or I would have liked to see this. And, just certain things for Zootopia, I personally found sometimes weak and just not as enjoyable as I found this movie. This is top tier. Wild Robot was so good. I thought the passage of time in this movie was very well done. For example, Roz learning the language of the animals and Bright Bill growing up. I feel that so many movies skip over certain sequences that could have strengthened certain interactions with characters. And I was very glad that this movie didn't have that flaw. And speaking of flaws, I have no flaws for this movie. This was a 10 out of 10, really good movie. Only thing I would have liked to see more of is more time with Bright Bill and Roz. I just really liked the connection they had and everything, but I do understand that the main focus was Roz and her interactions with some of the older animals like Fink and the possum and everything. So I definitely understand that, but I definitely would have liked to see a little bit more development there. But in general, the way they did it was so good. I feel that this is one of those movies that if someone doesn't like the movie, it's a little how do you sleep at night? It's a little bit of what's going on in that noggin? Are you well? Is everything okay in there? So while I was watching the movie near the end, I didn't feel like there was sequel bait. I thought it ended quite nicely, but my mom had thought it seemed like it had the potential to be a sequel. So finding out that it is a book series and the creator of the movie does want to do a sequel, I am very looking forward to that. I hope that's the case because, you know, for DreamWorks with some of their sequels, like obviously Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, some of the Shrek sequels, and also How to Train Your Dragon, them getting sequels, you know, were pretty good. So I definitely look forward to that. And just, they did so good with this movie. It's one of those things of like, I almost missed a wonderful, beautiful gem because I was a little judgy about the fact that it's a little bit of a focus on robots and AI. But it was so good. It was so great. It was such a good movie. I'm really glad I did not miss out on this. I'm glad I got to see it in theaters. I got to see it with my family. It was just very sweet. And one of the things that I thought was really awesome about it, seeing it with my family, once the movie was over, as it turned out, all of us were rating it 8+ out of 10. Like, we really enjoyed it. Like, the last time I think I saw a movie with all the members of my family was for The Fall Guy. I enjoyed it, and they were a little not as pleased with it. So I was really glad that we were like all on the same page. It was just such an impressive movie. And one of the things that I did see as like a quote as promo for this movie was the best DreamWorks movie ever made. And it is one of those of like, whoa, that's a pretty big one. You know, like, can it match? And I feel like they're right. I do feel like this is like the strongest movie they had. Like, there are some movies, because I am Gen Z, obviously Shrek is always going to have a very special place in my heart. I love How to Train Your Dragon. Like, when I first saw that, that was my #1 favorite movie. So those are always going to stay top tier. But I think in terms of the writing, the artistry, and just the overall execution and the story and the messages, I do feel like this is top tier #1, 10 out of 10, just so good. One cool thing before I saw the movie was going to Universal, and in the DreamWorks Land part of the park they had this whole sign and everything, and you know, they had Roz and Brightfield as a little gosling and everything, and that was really cool to take a picture with. I'll go ahead and share it here, but like, I just really enjoyed this movie, and with how good it was, and I have a little bit more curiosity of like more of the world, so I definitely think I could give the book series a try. It was just very good and very impressive. I'm just so pleased I went and saw it. I would love to hear your opinions on the movie. Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you liked this video and would like to see more movie content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Bye!